Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 180! And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The open man is Westbrook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Check. Cross. 12. Black. He's coming. 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
We own them.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Kill. Call shot. Here's 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. No. 11.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Come on. Watch out.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over. At their own 44-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Check me out.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. All right, let's get there.
Now a toss play. This is Mack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Hey, tighten down.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. In your face.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180. 51. 51. All day, baby. All day. All day. 51 to money.
Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Check three.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
46.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Freeman again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Play action now. Prescott. Open man is got it. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
That's the way.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Clelin Ferrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Clelin Ferrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
White. 59 Mike. Check. 59 Hunt.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
I got it. Shoot!
Lock! Go!
51, Mike, 51. Ready?
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go. 180!
On first down, it's Mack, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th.
Here we go. Black 80!
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. A little flat.
Six!
Staying on the ground with Mack. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Mack. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Kill. 1, Omaha.
They run the draw play with Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's go, let's go!
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Y'all playing the wrong. Here we go, 46. Check 13. Check 7 over. 51, Mike. 26.
Prescott. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling.
Here we go.
They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
11. Hey, let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. K1 short. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game.
Here we go. Mike 51. It's our field. It's our field. 26.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's easy one. It's coming again.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.